Well, hey crafty friends, it's Heidi Scott with DIY Dreaming. I hope you're having a wonderful day. On this video tutorial, I'm going to show you this stencil from magnoliadiy.com that's called a Faith Mini Stencil. And we're going to do 3 different projects. I'm thinking there's about 100 other things that you could do with it, but I just wanted to show you the versatility of it. And when I'm all finished, I'll get links for anyone who might want that. So let's jump right in. Okay, yesterday I was fiddling around and I made some beautiful cloth napkins. They started with this. These were some napkins that I picked up, I think, at Hobby Lobby when they were on sale. I think they were either part of their fall or Christmas line at Hobby Lobby. But look how nice these are. What I love about them is they have this blanket stitch all the way around. What I don't love is that they all have this tag on it, which we'll cut off. But these little, let me take this out of this package. These Faith Minis are the perfect size for a cloth napkin. And if you use them on something like this, you're not tying them to any specific season. You're just tying them to your faith. And if you're going to be sitting down with your family to have a meal and going to be saying grace, I just think these are awesome. So I'm going to show you how to do this. Then we're going to stencil some Christmas ornaments using them. And then we're going to make some cards using the same stencils. And I would love to know what other ideas you guys have. So tell me in the comments what else you would be inclined to do with them. Alrighty, well, do you want to see the napkins that I did yesterday? I kind of think I want to show them to you right now. I did this one, Jesus is Life. I just used black ink, just keeping it super simple. Saved by Grace. This one says, Walk by Faith. And this one says, Child of God. And this stencil set has 12 different Faith Minis. So you can see there's tons of different projects that you could do. So let's dive in and do that first. Then we'll do a Christmas ornament, and then we'll do some cards. And you're gonna just be thinking, wow, that is one super versatile stencil. Okay, what I like to do before I do anything else is cut the tags off of stuff. That is one of my little pet peeves. I don't know why they need to do that. And then you need to figure out, when you fold your napkin, what will be the bottom right part of it, and it's this. So I'm just gonna lay this down on my paper towel on top of this little silicone mat that's protecting my crafting desk. And let's think, which one, you know what, let's do this one right here that says Pray, Trust, and Wait. Okay, so when it's a brand new stencil, you're always going to want to label the back of it. And that is so you know which little backing piece to put your stencil back on, and also so you know which side. These are beautiful. Oh my gosh. I've had a lot of people recently tell me that they have not stenciled before, and they've asked me, what do I recommend to get started? This would be the perfect thing. Okay, I would recommend that you get this Faith Mini Stencil, get one black chalk paste, get one black ink, and then get a squeegee. And that would get you started. And that would give you plenty to give it a try. You can make a ton of different projects with that. And everything from cards to Christmas ornaments to linens. It could be on a t-shirt, it could be on a bag, there's so many things you could do. Okay, so typically when I have a brand new stencil that I've never used, or even one that's only been used a few times, I will fuzz it on either the fuzzing cloth, on my t-shirt, on a pair of jeans, something low lint. But if you're going to use it on fabric for the first several times, there's no need to fuzz it on fabric before you use it on fabric. So that just doesn't make sense. So I just wanted to point that out. Okay, so these are adhesive. They're reusable many, many, many times. These are awesome. Okay, so I'm using ink because we're going on fabric, and guess what? You will want to wash napkins. So in order to wash them, to have it, be permanent, you have to use ink. This is the Magnolia ink. It has a white lid. And then when it's all dry, you need to heat set it with a hot iron. Easy enough. And I've done that to all these other ones. So I just got some ink on my little squeegee, and I'm just going to push it through the holes on my stencil. And it does take a little bit of practice till you are going to feel completely comfortable with it, but it's not hard, I promise. Okay, so that is what that looks like. And you can see right here where it did go through, so I'm glad I had something beneath it. And now, excuse me, I'm just going to pull that off. That looks awesome. Hang on just a second and I'll come show you. Cute, huh? Okay, let me put this over here. Oops. Let's do one more and then we'll do the next project. And so I'm thinking, even if you can't find this particular cloth napkin, you could use any color cloth napkin. It could be for the holidays, so it could be some red or green cloth napkins. And which way did I want this to go? Right here, I think. And you could still use these Faith Minis, and just by having the colors be more holiday-ish or Thanksgiving-ish colors, then you would be giving a nod to, the holiday plus your faith. Let's do this one. Jesus is alive. So I'm going to, where is my Sharpie? I'm going to write on the back of it what the stencil is. Alrighty. So this Faith Mini set, I just think it is super versatile. And of course, I love everything faith and Bible and Jesus related. So this is one of my favorite ones of all time that Magnolia has had, because it has 12 different things on it. So, okay, I'm gonna just take a little bit of ink, just like before. I'm putting it on here, pushing it through the holes on my stencil. I'm gonna resist the urge to keep going over and over and over it. I am gonna take the thick areas off, and I'm going to wash my hand. Hang on, because I don't want to get a blob of this black ink on this beautiful project. So this is what that looks like, and let's just pull it off. Love it. So off camera, I will do the other 2 napkins with the rest of these, and then I'll take pictures of all 8 of these napkins with the little stenciled corner. So you could get, you can do repeats if you need 16 napkins or something, but this would do 12 napkins, and each one would be unique. Okay, now let's do, so again, this is what it made. These are the ones I made last night. Child of God, walk by faith, saved by grace, Jesus is life. And I did heat set and iron these napkins this morning and they look super nice. Alrighty, let's do some of these rounds. So these are the rounds that come pre-drilled from Magnolia. And I'm going to show you two different ways to do it. One is just on the unfinished round itself, and the other is on a round that you've painted. Okay, I painted this one. I think I painted it with this, which is my, or it might have been white. I can't remember, but it was just inexpensive craft paint. Okay. So let's choose something to put on here. The other thing is when you're going to work on these rounds and you're going to stencil them, here's the thing. You really need to either use a wax on them or spray them with a clear matte sealer before you stencil. Something like this. Because otherwise, the grains on this wood, even if it's been painted, they'll tend to suck in your medium and then kind of spread it out. And so you won't have as crisp of a stencil if you don't either wax or spray seal it first. Okay, so I waxed these, but, and this one I did last night, but we're gonna do the other side of it, and then we're gonna do this one. Okay, so let's see, what should we do? Let's do Faith Over Fear and Love Never Fails. Let me label these. Okay, so I just labeled the back of them with a Sharpie. Now we are going on wood, so I'm gonna fuzz these first. Which one do I wanna do on which? Let's do the Love on that one and the Faith Over Fear on this one. So I could fuzz it just on my top a couple times, on my jeans. And that would be fine, or if you have a fuzzing towel, you can fuzz on that. Okay, and this is not fabric and it's not ceramics. So we're gonna use chalk paste for this project. Just trying to see if I can get this relatively straight. There's a bump. A little something off my jeans or my t-shirt or something, a little teeny piece of fuzz. All right, so I'm gonna close the ink and open up the chalk paste. The chalk paste has a black lid. This is something that is generally speaking removable. It's not permanent. But if you want it to be permanent, you can just use that spray sealer over the top once it's dry. It doesn't work on fabric though, not to be washable and permanent, or on ceramics. And I'm resisting the urge to keep going over and over and over this. So that is when you tend to push some of the medium through the holes on the stencil. Look how perfect that is. I swear it's because I waxed it, or it could be because you sealed it with a spray sealer before you stenciled. That makes all the difference in the world. So here's this one. I will just add a little bit of black and white gingham ribbon, and it'd be a adorable ornament, or it could be on the end of a long wood bead garland too. That would be pretty. Okay, let's do this one that just has 2 coats of acrylic paint on it. And we're gonna fuzz it. Fuzzing it on my jeans. Or you can fuzz it on fuzzing towel. I love the design of this one. The L is awesome. You'll see what I mean in just a second. Okay, so we're using chalk paste. And I'm just picking the big, thick clumps up. Most of that, I think so. All right, and that is what it looks like. Awesome! Awesome, awesome, awesome. So if you guys are wanting to look at this stencil or the chalk paste or the ink or the wood rounds, if you'll just give me a few minutes, as soon as I get hop off, I will share links in the comments. If you can't wait, or you're watching on replay, you can just go to my website, which is magnoliadiy.com. All smushed together. If you put a space in between those 2 words, you'll find some kind of weird tractor website. So it's magnoliadiy.com. So look how great these are. There's just so much that you can do with this stencil. Okay, the next thing I want to show you is the idea of making cards. And what I love about these are that they're not linked to any necessary holiday or event like happy birthday, but there's things that you could use from this set for any occasion. So this one, I did Jesus's life, and I almost always do the back corner with something when I'm making stationery. And there's this beautiful, like, dove of peace. So I think this is the perfect thing to go in the bottom of the envelope. And then when they're pulling their card out, it's gonna look like this. Let's see if I can get a hold of it. And isn't that nice? It's a beautiful presentation. Okay, these are just some basic craft cards that you can get. This is Recollections brand, which I think is Hobby Lobby. It might be Joann's or Michael's. I can't remember for sure. But if you look, you can get white, cream, pink, light blue, black. I love this natural look. So, and these are smaller. This is, I think, what does it say? 4 inches by 5.5 inches wide is what this is. Honestly, I generally prefer the 5 by 7 size, but this smaller size is perfect for this stencil. And, you know, to buy a birthday card or something, or a card to encourage someone at Hallmark or the grocery store, you're gonna spend a couple of dollars. I probably spent just a couple of dollars on that whole entire package of 25 cards and 25 envelopes. And then the other thing is you can go this way or this way. It's just up to you. On this one, I went this way. So let's do the other way for this next one. Okay. So if you were writing a thank you note to someone, you could use this one. It says, "In everything, give thanks." And first time I've used this, I'm going to fuzz it a few times. Paper especially is difficult for a brand new stencil because these are super sticky and they want to pull up some of the different layers of paper. So make sure that you fuzz them really well. And like I'm showing you now, you can do it on your jeans, on a fuzzing towel, but you want these to be thoroughly fuzzed. And I think this one is. Okay, so I'm just gonna eyeball that. Put it down good. We're using chalk paste again. Okay, and then I'm going to take the excess off, put it back in my little pot. Try to get it off without sticking my fingers in it. Get my thumbnail underneath the corner. Perfect! I'm just throwing all of my stencils in this little tub of water over here until I can get into the kitchen to wash them. In everything, give thanks. And then let's do the envelope, and let's do this little bird of, or you could do this word of life. I mean, but I love this one. So, and it has been fuzzed a few times, but I'll fuzz it just a little bit more. Okay, you have lots of options where you'd put this. You could put it across where the seal will be. I usually put them in the bottom right-hand corner of the back. That's just my normal thing to do. These really don't take a ton of chalk paste, so your chalk paste is going to last a really long time. Just pulling off the thick clumps. Very pretty. And so those are pretty much the basics of just 3 different things that you could do with this stencil set. You could make cards. You could make some type of linens. I'll get close-up pictures. Or you could make ornaments. So this is one side that we just did, Faith Over Fear, and then this is the other side. It says Saved by Grace. And then we did this one, Love Never Fails. So there's lots that you can do with that stencil. And if you're brand new, if you've never stenciled before, or you want to give it a try, you haven't done this kind of a project before, I would highly recommend this stencil. I would also get 1 pot of chalk paste. And black is honestly the most versatile color. Chalk paste comes with a black lid. And then I would get 1 pot of ink, and it comes with a white lid. And then I would grab 1 of these cut apart mini squeegees. And that would be good to let you give it a try. And also you have a ton of variety of what you can do with it. So that's what I wanted to show you right now. Where did I get the brown envelopes from? I can't remember for sure if this brand here, Recollections, if I can get it, so if this is a Hobby Lobby brand. I have made my own cards for years because I'm frugal and I just can't stand to pay $4 for a card. So I bought them at Hobby Lobby. I've bought these natural colored card making sets at Joann's, and I've bought them at Michael's too. And I always buy them when they're on sale. So just start looking around. Oh, thank you, Shelly, for sharing my website. I appreciate that. So I'm gonna get off, and if you want a link, just say link in the comments. Dry time is really quick. This will be dry within 5 or 10 minutes. On the tea towels, give them a couple of hours or overnight before you heat set them. You're just gonna get a piece of parchment paper and put it in between your iron and your fabric project, and you're gonna use cotton setting, no steam. Go over it for a few minutes, front and back, and then this will be fully washable and it'll look great when it comes out. Let's see, where can you get the mini squeegee? You can get that also from magnoliadiy.com, and I'll include that in my links. So if you just want to go look and see what this is all about, just say link, and I'll get you the link. Where did I put my little mini squeegee? It's disappeared. To all this stuff. To the chalk paste, the ink, the stencil, and the squeegee. Oh, and the wood rounds. I'll give you a link for that too. Alrighty, so be looking later for pictures of these projects. And then also, I'll be back live early this afternoon today, just to tell you about something else I have going on. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.